hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married three-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. the trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Survey and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
A beautiful night in the Magic City. Beautiful and ready for North Dakota High School basketball showdown inside the WDA. There you take a look outside Magic City Campus Gymnasium as we get set to come inside and get ready for North Dakota High School hoops, where tonight the 0-7 Williston Coyotes come to town to take on the 8-1 defending state champion Minot High Magicians. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into our Shields pregame show for North Dakota High School basketball here tonight on the PSP Network. I'm Nick Hulberg. This is the Shields pregame show. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has everything you need, from fishing to fashion. You name it, they've got sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, and so much more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They bring you the pregame show here tonight as the JV matchup just wraps up as Minot High takes down Williston by a score of 70-52 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, we get geared up and ready for this showdown here tonight. It's a matchup between the Magi, who are ranked number 3 inside the state of North Dakota, against an 0-7 Coyotes team. We'll hear from both coaches coming up in our Shields pregame show here in just a few moments. But it's a matchup that can be deceiving on paper, because when you look at the first time that these two teams played earlier on this year, it was the Coyotes that put 87 points on the board. That's the most anybody scored against the Magi this season. Minot High did break the century mark, however, as they scored 101 on that night. That was back on December 6th. That was a matchup at Williston. Tonight they come together again inside of the Magic City and at Magic City Campus's gym. Let's hop into our look at the standings inside of North Dakota High School basketball in the WDA, and these standings will give you a pretty good idea of where the teams are standing as of right now coming into tonight's showdown. You see Minot's right at the top of the list at number 3 behind Century and Mandan. Those two teams also ranked 1 and 2 in the state of North Dakota. Mandan handed Minot their only loss. That came last week in Mandan on a buzzer beater shot from Carson Jablonski. The Magi are 8-1. This graphic not updated after the Turtle Mountain victory just the other night. We do apologize. Dickinson right now number 4 with a big matchup tonight against number 5 Bismarck High. Those two teams go toe-to-toe here tonight. Legacy's at number 6 at 4-4 in the conference. Jamestown's 3-4. They're number 7. Turtle Mountain's at number 8. St. Mary's at number 9. Watford City at 10. And you see Williston in the cellar at 0-8. Bismarck High is at Dickinson tonight. Watford City's at Mandan. Turtle Mountain's at St. Mary's. That game's on the PSP Network. Feel free to watch that one if you'd like tonight, as Cole Higlet and Scott Woodmansey have the call. And then, of course, Williston is here in Minot for this showdown on the PSP Network. There's a look at your standings inside of North Dakota High School basketball in the WDA. That look at the standings brought to you by the UPS store. Located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7. Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. It's the UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Let's take a peek at the most recent poll inside of North Dakota High School basketball. On the girls' side, it's Century at number 1. at 5-2. Red River's 9-0. They knocked off Minot High last week. They move up from number 4 all the way into that number 2 spot. Legacy sits at number 3. They're 7-0 on the season. They had a Minot High loss on New Year's Eve as well in girls high school hoops. So those top 3 teams are Century, Red River, Legacy. Minot's on the outside of the top 3, but still in the top 5. They're 7-2 on the season. Davies 8-1. They cracked into the top 5 according to the media in North Dakota after an impressive performance last week. Now the boys' side, Century, the team to beat according to the media. They're undefeated 7-0. Mandan's at 7-0 as well. Those Cross River rivals down to the capital city and in Mandan really have some good talent. Minot at number 3 at 8-1. They were 3rd last week. Well, they sit 3rd again this week. Davies at 8-2. Red River at 6-2. There's a look at your standings and your media poll inside of North Dakota high school hoops. The look at the media poll brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage and Ackerman Asphalt. Well, both of these teams are on the floor getting set and ready for tonight's showdown. The Magi on their home floor in front of a good crowd tonight entertain the Williston Coyotes right here on the PSP Network. We'll come back and talk to both coaches when we return here to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Thanks for joining us on a Friday night for North Dakota High School Hoops right here on the PSP Network.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Williston Coyotes head coach, Mr. David Lundeen. First things first, Coach, thanks for some time tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
It's going to be a matchup tonight between your Coyotes and the Minot High Magicians in a buzzsaw just a bit in Minot High, but this is a matchup that is a bit intriguing due to the fact that the first time you guys played this year, 101-87, you put up 87 on Minot High that night. What do you remember most about that night, and why did you have the success offensively, do you think?
I mostly remember giving up 101, but yeah, we poured in 87. We played well. We pushed the ball with the pace that we wanted to push it with. We took good shots in transition. We were efficient, too, in the half court, which has kind of been a struggle for us so far this year. But we just got killed on the boards. You know, I mean, I think Dissett had 12 offensive rebounds against us all by himself, which obviously he's pretty special for a reason. But yeah, we got killed on the boards, but I liked how we played on the offensive end. I liked the belief that our guys played with, the toughness they played with. So hopefully we see that tonight.
You have some players that could put the ball in the hoop here in 22-23. St. Romain, I know, was injured at one point in the season. Is that right? Do we see him again here tonight?
Yep, he's good to go.
St. Romain will be in the lineup for you, 15.9 for him. Sheik averaging 17 per night. Talk on some of these kids just a little bit and what they mean to your program and how things are going for them.
Yeah, Malachi is pretty special. He's a senior for us this year, one of our captains. He's put in as much work as any kid I've ever coached at any level, high school or college, and it's paying off for him, and I'm really proud of him for that. He can shoot the ball. He's so strong. He's probably 6'2.5", 6'3", but he's our strongest player. I don't even think it's close. So teams are having trouble keeping him from the rim this year, and he's taking advantage of that, and he can really shoot the lights out, so they got to play him tight from deep. So that's been big. Isaiah is obviously one of the best athletes in North Dakota. I mean, just what he does on the football field, what he does on the basketball court, he's pretty special. So when he's locked in using that athleticism, especially on the boards for us, just because we're not super huge, so when he's rebounding, it makes it really tough for teams.
0-7 right now for your Coyotes, but this is a team that is better than the 0-7 record may show. How do you approach a game like tonight against Minot High, one of the top teams in North Dakota, knowing that you are the underdog coming in? Is there a game plan on the X's and O's here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we're always trying to focus on ourselves, make sure we play how we need to play, regardless of who we're playing. But you don't come play the reigning state champs. I mean, what are they, third in state now? But I mean, they're one of the 2 or 3 best teams, no question. And just ignore the fact that they exist. So, but we just got to play confident, got to play our game. Like you said, we know we're better than our record right now. We've had some ups and downs. We've lost some halftime leads that we need to learn how to hold on to. But we're learning, we're getting better, we're learning how to win. So tonight we got to play our best game and not worry so much about the scoreboard.
Sure, appreciate your time. Best of luck here tonight.
Thanks for having me on.
That's David Lundeen, the head coach of the Williston Coyotes. When we come back, we'll talk to Dean Wincheski, the head coach of the Magi. Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Minot High head coach, Mr. Dean Wincheski. Dean, first things first, how are you on a Friday night?
Oh, very, very, very well. I'm not used to calling me Mister. I didn't look around for my dad or see what the heck's going on here, but no, it's great. We just, it's good. Good time of the year. We're in the midst of kind of the dog days where you're playing, then you practice once, and then you play, and it's just a matter of making sure you stay focused on what you have to do.
How much fine tuning are you able to get done in a day like that, in between games and at practice time? I mean, is there a ton of fine tuning you're working on right now?
Well, a lot of it, yeah, you have to. You got to constantly, because there's always things you're struggling with. A lot of it for us was Wednesday was a walkthrough. We got beat up. Physically, you play as hard as our kids do. They get tired. They get beat up. So then we were able to kind of just do a little walkthrough and let the kids' bodies rest. And then from that point, we came back pretty hard yesterday and got after it. And so it's a matter of kind of clean up the things that you're not doing well and make some adjustments for who you're going to play. And so hopefully we're ready, and our mentality's there to go compete against the Coyotes tonight.
Coyotes tonight, Turtle Mountain earlier on this week, 91-69, the victory there for you guys. Touch on that Turtle Mountain team in that game just a little bit. That's easily enough to look at and say, hey, that could be an easy point for us inside the standings, but they're certainly not a walkthrough, are they?
No, they're very talented. They got three. What we saw going into it was 3 very good kids. The Wallette kid, Houston Davis, and the Zur kid. They all shoot it. They're all athletic. They're strong. They rebound extremely well, and so a lot of it comes down to being able to take care of things. And in the first half, we were really efficient offensively. The problem was we allowed the Zur kid to get going. He had 14 the first half, and second half we did a better job on him. Jagger took him the second half and kind of controlled him, and then Houston got going a little bit. But for the most part, I thought the second half, give up 28 points was really a good finish to it, and now we've just got to continue, get that idea to go and compete.
You guys take on Williston tonight. This is a team that earlier on in the year gave you guys some troubles in Williston. They put up 87 on you guys, and they've got some kids that can score the basketball. What do you expect out of an 0-7 Williston Coyotes team here tonight?
Oh, they're not an 0-7 team. I know that's what their record is, but they've got three really, really good players, and Malachi Seek, Isaiah St. Romain, and then Jaden Smith. And it's a matter that they all present different problems, and you got to guard them all very differently. And so they're capable of scoring the ball. And they play kind of a funky 1-3-1, so we're kind of expecting to see that 1-3-1 tonight, and we got to be able to adjust to it and attack it and make sure that we stay focused on taking care of the ball against, because they do create problems.
One of the things I look at tonight, how much of an emphasis is it not to overlook the Coyotes tonight with Century coming in on Tuesday?
Well, we haven't talked about them, so the kids need to be focused on this game. We're not even... Honestly, everybody says trap game. I don't know if there is such a thing, because to be honest with you, the biggest thing we need to worry about is ourselves. So, whether we're playing Williston or whether we're playing Bismarck or Belcourt or whoever it is, it doesn't really matter. It's a matter of doing what we do and competing at that level. If we're just worried about who's got the other jersey on, we've already got the wrong mentality.
Touch on this for just a moment as well, and I'll let you go here. Derek Doucette, obviously we talk about him every night, leads the WDA in points scored right now, but how about a kid like Morgan Nygaard, put down 22 the other night, or a kid like Grayson Schaefer that comes in off the bench? I mean, this cast of characters for you guys across the board, even outside your starting five, really is pretty special.
Well, we're getting there, and that's one of the things we've got to keep developing depth, and that's one of the questions for us. We really like our first five, obviously, starting with Derek, and then the other three starters we had back in Logan and Morgan and Jagger, and we felt Eric's played very well this year as well. But we kind of knew what Grayson was going to give us. We still think we can get more out of him. I think he hasn't understood how athletic he is yet. I think he's got to find that extra gear, and if he does, he's got a chance to be really, really special. And I think he can get there. And then it's just a matter of getting more consistency out of our bench. Like I like the Bedell kids played well. He just hasn't played enough varsity minutes because there's so many big kids. Caden Helm has played particularly well, and Keaton Ranke gave us a nice boost the other night.
Final thing for you. Look at how much I'm sweating. Do you think something's wrong with me in the middle
Jesus.
of...
Just wait. Just don't kid yourself. I'm going to put that coat on, and it'll be like I was just swimming.
I sure appreciate you. Best of luck here tonight.
All right, thanks, Nick.
Always fun catching up with you. That's Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. When we come back, we'll get ready for our opening tip-off here tonight and the official introductions from the voice of the Magi, Eric Schaefer. It all happens next here on the Shields Pre.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
WDA basketball on a Friday night, live from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Get ready for what could be a fun one here tonight. Minot High Magicians and Williston Coyotes. Nick Hulberg on the call here tonight. Got a special guest up in the booth tonight. Got my son Ike Hulberg on the call. No Holly Johnson here tonight. You wave at the camera over here, bud?
Ike, over here. You wave?
He won't be saying a whole ton tonight, I know. Nevertheless, it'll be a fun one here tonight on the PSP Network. Glad to bring it to you on a Friday night from the Magic City Campus Gym. This is our Shields pregame show. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has everything you need, from fishing to fashion, sporting goods, shop hunting and fishing gear, shoes, clothing. Keep saying about my wedding ring right at Shields. They really have everything you need. You can find them online as well at shields.com. Well, it's the Magi coming in at 8-1, ranked number 3 inside of the state of North Dakota for Class A basketball. They take on the 0-7 Coyotes tonight. Coyotes 11th out of 11 teams inside the WDA. Minot High number 3 right now inside the West region, inside of those WDA standings. But these teams played earlier on this year, and when they did, it was in 101-87 matchup on the PSP Network. 101-87 matchup was not on the PSP Network. It was over in Williston, and the Coyotes put the most points up against the Magi compared to any other opponent from Minot High on the season. Let's dive into the numbers of this one. These numbers brought to you by our friends at the UPS Store. UPS Store located on South Broadway in Minot. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS Store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Again, for all your packing and shipping needs. Well, Minot High comes in as one of the buzzsaws inside of the WDA. This is a team that, coming into tonight, is averaging 87 points per night compared to the Coyotes averaging 61. Minot gives up only 63 points per game on the year on an average. It's the Coyotes that give up 78 on the season. Minot High shooting a field goal percentage of 47% compared to the 38 of their opponents. 37% for 3, 30% for their opponents on the year. From the charity stripe of the Serve Pro free throw line, the Magi shoot 63%. The Coyotes from the free throw line, 44% of the year. They shoot 25% from three-land and 37% overall for a Coyote team that scored 430 points on the year compared to the 550 they've given up on the season. That's a 120 in the negative direction for the Coyotes. The Magi have 189 more points than their opponents on the year, scoring 697 compared to the 508 that they've given up on the season. Talk about some of these players that will make an impact here tonight. Some of the best inside of the state of North Dakota and in the WDA on display tonight, starting with the Williston Coyotes and Isaiah St. Romain. This is a junior player that was all WDA last year, averaged 19 points per game last season as a sophomore. Here in his junior campaign, he averages 15.9. Malachi Sheik averages 17 coming into tonight's showdown. 15 for Jaden Smith. He may be a scratch tonight here for the Williston Coyotes, but they've got guys that could get the job done. For the Magi, they're led by Derek Tissette. 28 points for him on average per night. That's the tops in the West region. He's committed to play at North Dakota State University. He's a first-team All-Stater and All-West region player. Morgan Nygaard, he had 22 the other night against Turtle Mountain in a victory for the Magi in their most recent win. He averages 12 per night. Eric Winchesky, the sophomore guard, averages 14 per night. He's hit 19 three-pointers on the season. Jager Gunville's hit 11 three-pointers. He averages 10 per night, 9.6 for Conklin, and 4.9 for Schaefer coming off the bench. You look at what the Magi bring to the table and what the Coyotes bring to the table. We know we're going to be in store for a fun matchup here tonight because there's kids that can get up and down the floor. Should be a fun one here on the PSP Network. When we come back, we're going to go down to Eric Schaefer on floor for the official introductions here tonight as we get set and ready for the showdown on the PSP Network. The Coyotes are in the Magic City to take on the Magi. It's North Dakota High School Hoops right here on the PSP Network. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Rendition of our nation's national anthem here tonight. We get set and ready for the showdown on the PSP Network. As we'll meet the starting lineups, let's send it down to Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, for tonight's official introductions.
At guard, number 0, Malachi Sheep. At guard, number 2, Major Davis. At forward, number 3, Caden Fenders. At forward, number 11, Isaiah St. Romain. And at forward, number 12, Austin Cottonfield. The Coyotes are coached by David Levine, assisted by Jason Stevenson, Casey Jory, Jonathan Westfall, Quentin Laughlin, and Joe Marsh. And now, let's say hi to the Magi. Starting in the guard, the 5'11" senior, number 1, Morgan Gallagher. At guard, the 6'1" sophomore, number 20, Eric Winchesky. At forward, the 6'5" junior, number 21, Logan Kaufman. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 24, Jager Gunville. And at forward, the 6'4" senior, number 13, Derek Destan.
Well, if that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will. The official introductions from Eric Schaefer here at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. It's time for North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network. They'll put a cap on our Shields pregame here tonight. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has everything you need from fishing to fashion. You name it, Shields brings you the pregame each and every night on the PSP Network. We can't thank them enough for their continued support of high school athletics. Nick Hulberg on the call tonight here from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. The Coyotes at 0-7 are in black. The Magi at 8-1, ranked number 3 in the state of North Dakota, are in white. We're set and ready for a West Region showdown here on a Friday night. Off the opening tip-off, it's the Coyotes that win the first jump of the ball game. It was St. Romain that went in against Descent. St. Romain blocked inside there by Conklin. Ball's going to come free for the Magi, and here comes Descent up the floor. Descent sets it up now for Gunville. Goes across down to Winchesky, down over to Conklin up top. Gunville, 3 landed, a deep one. He gets the first points of the ball game. Jager Gunville, 11 3-pointers on the year coming into tonight. He's got himself number 12. There's St. Romain, puts it up and in. Junior All-West Region player, one of the top athletes in the West. Gunville thought about the heat check early on. Now they just set the offense. Here's Winchesky into the paint, drops it off. Conklin trying to go back door underneath. Kicks it out top. Now to Nygaard. Nygaard for 3. Back-to-back 3-pointers for the Magi. And Minot leads 6-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. St. Romain goes into the paint, crashing towards the rack, and he's going to be fouled on the play. Sends him to the Serve Pro charity stripe as Logan Conklin charged with his first personal, the first team foul. Conklin's got 10 steals on the season, and a player that has done such a great job defensively and offensively. Good on both sides of the floor. St. Romain at the charity stripe. That's his first at St. Romain. Again from the Serve Pro free throw line. 1 for 1. Second one for St. Romain, nothing but net. And the Serve Pro free throw line, good for the Coyotes early at 6-4. Serve Pro of Minot and Bismarck. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology at Serve Pro. Board battle is there. The Coyotes are down with it. We go back the other direction now for Williston as it's taken here by Kager Davis. Back up top, St. Romain, front of the iron, comes down to Winchesky. And Winchesky runs the floor where he goes to Gunville. Gunville's into the paint. Romain went down onto the floor. It's going to be a jump basketball coming here. Is it a timeout for the Coyotes? It's a timeout on the floor. Take our first break of the ball game. Minot with a pair of 3-pointers has 6. St. Romain on the other side has all 4 for the Coyotes. Then it's 6-4 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Well, we come back to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. You take a good look at the Minot High student section, one of the tops inside of the West Region. They can be ruthless from time to time. They're loud tonight. They're decked out in camouflage. Here's the Coyotes after the timeout. Oh, big block. Conklin got up and slammed the door. Back the other way now for the Magi. Conklin and Nygaard. Up top it comes Gunville. Gunville drops it off down to the sophomore Eric Winchesky. Back to Nygaard. Here's Winchesky again. Winchesky down to the corner for Gunville. Inside for Derek Descent. Double D underneath. Goes up. Climbs the ladder and scores. Derek Descent's got his first points of the ball game. Takeaway for the Magi. They run it up now. Nygaard's got it here. And Morgan Nygaard goes to work. Tried to throw it back over to Winchesky, and there's St. Romain with the ups. Tried to go inside to feed Sheik. He couldn't take it away. Winchesky back to Descent. Descent stops for 3. Now he just dribbles back. Sets up the offense to Gunville. Oh, that's way deep. That one just missed off the front of the rim. Last touch by Conklin. And it will be Williston Coyote basketball. Lance McKeefe with Charlie Moore and Jason Bachmeyer, the officials here tonight. Appreciate those officials here, as always, doing what they do. Not an easy job by any means. Got 3 good ones here tonight. Lance McKeef, the official of the year, North Dakota, within the last 2 years. Coyotes with possession. St. Romain, corner 3-ball, no good. Airballed it. Now Wincheski throws it up. Here comes Derek Dissett. Dissett's going to crash towards the rack. Went off the hands of Sheik, then Dissett. They say it goes off of Malachi Sheik last. Yeah, Minot High is going to get the ball back. Conklin checks out. In checks Grayson Schaefer. Schaefer, the 6'5" sophomore forward for the Magi. Averages 4.9 per night. We talked about him in the pregame show tonight with Dean Wincheski. Just about getting him rolling and doing what he does. Count the bucket and the foul as Derek Dissett goes up and scores. Foul's going to be on number 11, Isaiah St. Romain. And St. Romain charged with his first personal. That's the first team foul. And the old-fashioned three-point play from the Serve Pro charity stripe, no good there for Derek Dissett as he misses the first. Other end of the floor, all the way up for St. Romain. Board pulled down by Schaefer. And the Magi run now here with Nygaard. Nygaard dribbles in, kicks it out. Gunville. Into the paint goes Gunville. Tried to throw it to Dissett. Miscommunication there on the Magi. And the ball turned over by the Maroon and Gold. Roger Ward Moving and Storage has been proudly serving the region with their moving and storage services since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingandStorage.com. Schedule a move or find a quote at Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Deep 3 from Sheik. That one just hit the front of the rim. 10-4, Magi lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Wincheski dribbled it off his knee. We go back the other direction. This is Alex Bloom going up. And Bloom's going to be fouled by Wincheski. And Bloom's going to find himself at the Serve Pro charity stripe. First personal on Wincheski. Second team foul. Serve Pro again with 24/7 emergency services, disaster response, and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Shot bounces around to the front of the rim for Alex Bloom. He missed. Bloom, the sophomore guard, shooting 50% from the free throw line on the season. It's a Coyote team that's got some leaders inside the WDA, or at the top of the list, I should say, in the top 5 as far as rebounding and points scored. Here's Sheik for 3, no good. Taken away there by Schaefer. Schaefer's going to bring it to the other end of the floor. Minot's got some statistical leaders as well, including that young man right there. Morgan Nygaard goes up and puts in the first points for 2 for him tonight. He's got a 3-pointer in the ballgame. 12-4 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sheik turnaround in the lane, bounces around and then in, and Malachi Sheik's got his first 2 points here in this West Region showdown. Minot up early, 12-6. Ranked number 3 in North Dakota. Century and Mandan are the only 2 teams that stand above the Magi in the standings. That shot from Nygaard rolled around, missed. Now we go the other direction as Sheik's got it here. Kicks it up top to St. Romain. St. Romain gets into the set. Offensive is the call as Isaiah St. Romain kind of crossed over. And that brings the Minot High student section to volume. Gunville's going to check in. Nygaard's going to check out. That's for the Magi. Ivan Askham checks in for the Coyotes, along with number 5, Carter McIver. A junior to senior for the Coyotes checking into the ballgame. In for the Magi is number 25 for the Magicians. Ball's taken here. Deep 3, no good for Wincheski. 25, Caden Helm from Minot High. Ball goes on the play in. Minot High will get the possession back underneath the Williston Coyote bucket. Nice conversation with Dean Wincheski tonight. Always fun to talk to Dean Wincheski. Into the paint goes Helm, lays it up, just missed. Conklin with the rebound. Conklin off the window, couldn't get it to fall. Board bounces around. Now it's going to come back away here to the near side where Alex Bloom has it. And Minot High brings full court press off as they wait for the Coyotes back in their own defensive end. Bloom against Wincheski, down to the rack. Here's Bloom off the window, bounced in, and Alex Bloom, the sophomore's got his first 2 points of the ball game. Magi go to work now. Schaefer into the paint. Step back, jump shot, got it. Grayson Schaefer puts it into the bucket, and Minot High leads 14-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Magi are going to call a timeout. That's their first. They lead 14-8 early on their home floor here tonight. Return to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium after a Minot High timeout called by Dean Wincheski. 6 state titles for Coach Wincheski at his time as a head man inside of North Dakota high school hoops. 2 of them came with the Dickinson Midgets. The other have come with Minot High, including their state championship 1 year ago, where the Magi beat West Fargo at the Event Center in Bismarck. We're getting closer to WDA and state tournament time. There's a shot from Sheik, no good. Helm pulls down the board off the fingertips of the Magi, and the Coyotes will get the ball back. Big thanks to Hub International Insurance, leading North American insurance brokerage for personal and business insurance needs. You can contact Josh Cattell or Michael Mormon today at 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance. Up top here for the Coyotes is Bloom. Bloom, crossover move. Now he's going to go to his left hand. Jump shot, oh, look good. Just missed. Up after it was Conklin, but inside there's going to be a foul charged here on the Coyotes. Lance McKeith had the call. It's on number 24, Alex Bloom. First personal, 3rd team foul on the Coyotes. That Minot High will inbound the ball here. Nygaard waits for it. Now Nygaard's going to carry up the court here for the Magi. Nygaard off to Gunville. Gunville goes to work. Back up top to Nygaard. Sends it inside. This is Helm. Oh, he's stuffed on the play. Getting up with the hands in the face there on the good defensive coverage was Ivan Askum. And then Askum's going to be charged with a foul of his own after he made an excellent block moments before. Austin Bomber checks in here for the Coyotes. Checking out will be number 1, Ivan Askum. Minot will inbound the ball with Derek Descent, the NDSU commit, underneath the Williston Coyote net. Here's Nygaard. Up down to Conklin. Derek Descent. Jump shot just off the mark. He had Sheik right on top of him. Coyotes with Bloom bring it across the timeline. Williston 0-7 on the season, which could be a deceiving number for how good this team actually is. When you look at the standings, they are 11 out of 11 inside the West region, but their losses on the year haven't been complete blowouts by any means. A few of them have, by any means. A few of them have been. Bismarck High got them by 10 earlier on this season. St. Mary's got them by 9 earlier on. Here's Wincheski off to Descent, down to the corner. Uh-oh, Descent goes down. So does Sheik, and the call's going to be on Sheik. That's going to be Sheik charged with foul number 1 for him, team foul number 5. And the foul's racking up early on here for the Coyotes. See on the bottom of your screen there, and that was David Lundeen, the head coach of Williston, talking with Lance McKeith. Gunville downtown, in and out, ball rolled around. Comes away down to the Coyotes after the rebound from Bobber. Comes away down to Bloom. Bloom up top, delivered here. This is McIver, back to Bloom. Bloom's got it, he sends it here. Dribbled around by Bobber. Back over now, it comes to Sheik inside the paint, goes off of Gunville. And on a play on the Magi. David Lundeen in his 2nd year as the head coach of the Coyotes. Coached college basketball, played college basketball as well at Crowd College. 8 years in college hoops. There's a foul there. Charged on the Coyotes, number 15, Austin Bomber. First personal on Bomber. Great conversation, by the way, on the Jordan Wilhelm podcast with David Lundeen and Jordan Wilhelm, the head coach of the Bismarck High Demons. They talked about the coaching change and coming to North Dakota. Lundeen talked about how he had no idea where Williston, North Dakota even was when he came from Minnesota. Graduated from Becker, Minnesota, played high school hoops in Becker. He's done a nice job so far with the Coyotes here. The early career for him. Look out, there's a foul in deep there as Gunville ends up on the floor. Foul's going to be charged on Bloom, and Bloom's got a couple quick ones here early on. 7th foul here on the Coyotes with 10:14 remaining in this first half. Minot leads 14-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot's in the bonus. So Jager Gunville goes to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. Top free throw shooter for the Magi, firing at 82% on the season. Gunville currently sits number 3 inside the West region, only behind Dvorak from Dickinson and Meisner from Jamestown. Both of those players shooting a percentage or two higher than Gunville. Gunville gets both from the Serve Pro free throw line. Sheik towards the glass, puts it up and in, and Malachi has got his 4th point to the ball game, and he did it against one of the top defenders in the state, Derek Dissett. An impressive piece to that equation. Conklin off to Winchesky, wide open 3-land, gets it to roll, and Winchesky picks up his first points of the game. 5 scores in the books for the Magi early on here tonight, and Winchesky has the most recent 3, and the Magi are up 19-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Coyotes up top. Malachi Sheik for a deep 3, no good. Rebound side of the glass, up and in. Austin Hoddenfield's got his first points of the game. Hoddenfield averaging 1.8 per night. Here's Derek Dissett, 3-land off the mark. Towering up after the rebound was Austin Bomber. Coyotes bring it back across now with Finders. Finders handling here. He's got the pink Nikes on here tonight. Sheik trying to throw it inside. That one goes off the hands of Conklin. And the Coyotes will get the ball back. Conklin's going to come out of the contest. Schaefer comes in. And the Coyotes to inbound underneath the Minot High hoop. Malachi Sheik against Derek Dissett. Under 9 to play, first half. Thinking about the deep 3 there was Bomber. Air ball, that one's going to go off the back of the backboard there. Now to play it goes. So Minot High gets the ball back now here with Derek Dissett. Here's Eric Winchesky, son of the coach, Dean Winchesky, and a guy that has a really bright future ahead of him. Only a sophomore for the Magi. Double D inside, kicks it up to Nygaard. Nygaard brings it through into the paint. Oh, he's denied on the play. Nice stop coming there, is getting the hands in the way where Bomber with the help here of Finders. Up now goes Davis. So Davis is going to be fouled in the play. Fouls on Winchesky. It's Winchesky's 2nd personal. 3rd team foul. And the Coyotes get the ball back underneath the Minot High basket. Look at that student section for Minot High, just all over the Coyotes here tonight. Into the lane, this one off the window, no good. Missed there for Bomber. Comes down to Nygaard, and Nygaard's got it here. Nygaard just turns back to his side of the floor, slowing things up. Goes over to Ranke. Ranke looks for Nygaard, finds him. Now Nygaard back down to the corner. From Helm across back to Ranke. Ranke crashing in. What a move. Ranke goes up and scores. That brought the student section alive as Ranke's got his first points of the ball game. Off the mark there, and then there's going to be a foul on the play. And the foul's in deep on number 15, Austin Bomber. Bomber's going to have his 2nd personal. Sends Ranke to the line to shoot the bonus here for the Magi at the Serve Pro charity stripe. Cleanup and restoration, Serve Pro has trained technicians and advanced technology. 24/7 emergency service at Serve Pro. Reinke, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Reinke looking to go 2 for 2 to pick up his 4th point to the ball game. Can he get it to fall? He can. Minot's on top, 23-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Gunville coming off the bench. She's going to check back in at the next opportunity. Descent takes the ball away, and here's double D for the Magi. Derek Descent off to Helm. He'll pull up for 3. That one off the front of the rim. And we go the other direction now for the Coyotes as St. Romain's got it here. St. Romain, jump shot, one-handed, no good. Helm pulls down the board. Magi run a gun again as Descent drops it off to Nygaard, goes back to Descent, in the paint. Oh, he's blocked on the play as St. Romain got up after him, but he shut the door in a hurry. Nice lead pass. Leaked out, and it's Fenders that puts it up and in, and Caden's got his first points of the ball game. Coyotes are hanging around, 23-14. Minot High on top in this one. Nygaard's got it again. Here's Nygaard into the paint, sends it down to Derek Descent at the window. He's blocked, gets his own rebound there. Descent goes up after it. The big man for the Coyotes. Bombers got another rebound here, getting to work on against Derek Descent in deep. Now it's Malachi Sheik into the paint, dropped off. Fenders wide open, put it up and in. He scored, and Fenders got 4 early on here in this ball game. We're down to 6:17 to play in the first half. Schaefer, open look, that one rattled in. Out it went, and there's going to be a foul inside. And who's the foul on? The conversation continues here. Going to be on the Coyotes. Was on number 15, Austin Bomber. Bomber's got 3 early on, and Bomber's doing a great job on the glass here for the Coyotes, but he's in some major foul trouble early on. 2 for Bloom, 3 for Bomber, 2 for St. Romain, 1 for Sheik and Askham. Derek Descent's at the Serve Pro free throw line. He's now 1 for 2 in the ball game as he nets his first. What a pleasure it's been to watch Derek Descent play high school hoops for the Magi. One of the best to come through the program. Off to play at North Dakota State University. Multiple games this year where he scored over 30 points, averaging 28.3 coming into tonight's matchup. That's the tops in the West region. St. Romain goes up and puts one into the bucket. And he's fouled on the play. Conklin charged with the fouls. Conklin's got 2 now in the ball game. And St. Romain's got his first 6 points. And a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play from the Serve Pro free throw line. And St. Romain converts. He's now 3 for 3 in the ball game from the Serve Pro free throw line. Look at the players that lead the way inside of the WDA as far as scoring is concerned. Dvorak averaging 23. Erickson from Century averaging 19. There's your top 3. Here's Conklin, turnaround, trying to go off the window. Ball taken away by the Coyotes. They go the other direction with Davis. St. Romain, this is an NBA 3. Airballed it down. Minot gets the ball back.
Checking in from magicians, number 13, Derek Descent, and number 1,
Derek Descent and Nygaard check back into the ball game. 2 of the starters for the Magi. Bloom checks back in here for the Coyotes. 5:30 to play here in the first half. 25-19, Magi lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kaiser for 3. It's been a bit cold early on here. Still have 25 on the board right now as the Coyotes now look to see if they could close the gap even further. They've hung around here early on. St. Romain taking the call down from David Lundeen. Ball drop back to Alex Bloom. Minot High student section comes to volume. This place lively tonight. Big time 3 and a deep one for St. Romain. He buries from downtown, and we've got ourselves a 3-point ball game. Here's Gunville. Back to Nygaard. Nygaard looks for the outlet, finds Gunville. Gunville's going to pull up, thought about the three. Goes back to Nygaard. Back to Gunville. Gunville dribble drive into the lane. Puts it off the window, no good. Rebound, Derek Descent. And there's going to be a foul inside. And it's going to be on Austin Hoddenfield for the Coyotes. His first personal. 10 team fouls here on the Coyotes in this first half. Sends Gunville to the free throw line. Top free throw shooter in the WDA, 3 for 3 tonight from the Serve Pro free throw line. Gunville's older brother was a stud for the Magi, one of the best all time. Finished number 2 in scoring by the time his time at Minot High came to a close. Went on to play for the Beavers at Minot State University. Still playing for the college club here in the Magic City. Ball's handled by the Coyotes, and into the paint it comes now as it's taken by Davis over to St. Romain. He checked, no good. Pulled down now by Derek Descent, and Descent's got it here. Derek Descent goes to work. Dropped off to the corner for Nygaard. Back up now to Derek Descent. Corner for Gunville. Little dribble drive, jump shot, had a high arc on it, no good. Descent pulls out the board. Back up Nygaard. He shoots for 3, missed. Ranke went after the basketball. The ball's going to go on a play. And the Coyotes get the ball back here with 3:53 to play in the first half. 5-point lead for the Magi on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The Wild Wild West, as they call it. You look at where we stand right now here in this first half. Got an 8-1 team against an 0-7 team right now, and it's a 5-point difference. Minot High on top of this one. Foul's going to be charged on number 24, Alex Bloom. Third personal foul. And Gunville's going to go back to the free throw line. 4 for 4 so far in the ball game, and Gunville looks to make it 5 for 5, and he can. First 5 of the night for Gunville are good. Serve Pro. 24/7 emergency service. Advanced technicians. Fire and water cleanup and restoration. There was a lane violation on the shot, but Gunville made it, so they counted the bucket anyway. 6-point lead now for the Magi. Finders back into the contest here for the Coyotes. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Get some attention drawn to you when you're ranked number 3 in the state, to defending a state title. From the corner, 3 ball, no good there from Sheik. Big rebound. Then Descent got the arm up in the way. Ball's going to go on a play as Sheik got fingertip on it. Then it went on a play. Derek Descent's going to send this ball back in here to Nygaard. St. Romain checks on along with Bloom here for the Coyotes. Bomber checks back in. He's got 3 fouls on him early on here in this ballgame. 3:18 to play in the first half. Minot leading by 6, 28-22. How about this deep 3? That one from Ranke from way downtown. Coyotes with the board, and it's McIver that's got it. McIver down to the corner. Handled here now by Davis. Davis trying to throw it back up top. Comes away down to Sheik, and Sheik's just going to unload for 3. No good. Derek Descent runs the floor. Here's Double D. Up down to Ranke. Now Nygaard. Gunville. Back to Nygaard. Ranke's open on the near side. He calls for it. They deliver to him. Ranke goes back to Gunville. This is a deep NBA 3 off the front of the rim. Descent goes up after it. Big scrum for the basketball. And we've got a jump ball coming here. Ours are going to be a foul on the play. It's going to be a foul on the play, and it's on Austin Bomber. That's number 4 on Bomber. St. Romain's going to check back in. Coyote fans not impressed with that call. And a conversation happening now here with Lance McKeef along with David Lundeen, the head coach here of the Coyotes. Lundeen asking for some confirmation there. Derek Dissett missed his first from the Serve Pro free throw line. He's hit his next 3. Derek Dissett too strong on that one. No, it's not. It rolls around and finds its way in. That Minot's lead was at 5. All of a sudden it's at 12 as the Coyotes seeing if they could score some points here. Worked inside off of Sheik underneath the rack. Up with the basketball for the Magi and making the play there for the Magicians. Into the ball game here for the Magi. Some players that we haven't seen in the varsity ranks in a while. Shipman, one of them. That one for Gunville from downtown. He buried 2 3-pointers for Gunville. Other end of the floor is St. Romain went to put it up. He missed. Derek Dissett, other end of the floor, into traffic. Puts it up off the window. They don't allow the shot as there's a charge. Charge to Derek Dissett, the offensive, is his first personal. Committed to play at North Dakota State for the Bison. 78 rebounds so far of the year for Derek Dissett. 18 3-pointers and 28 points per night on average. Not a bad stat line. Also one of the top producers for assists inside of the WDA. Defense chant is on. The ball's handled up top here from Sheik. Inside, St. Romain tried to put it up. He did, but he's fouled by Nygaard. And Morgan Nygaard's going to pick up his first personal. That will be the 5th team foul on the Magi.
His first personal.
And then St. Romain goes back to the Serve Pro charity stripe. Doesn't miss many from here as St. Romain nets that one. That one off the front of the rim. Derek Dissett's down with the rebound, and here comes Derek Dissett for the Magi. Down to the corner it comes, back up top. Magi with possession here as they work it around off of Caden Helm. Also into the ballgame for the Magicians, Carson Shipman. Minot High's JV team had a pretty close tilt earlier on with the Coyotes as well. 75-52 the final score. Might have got the victory, but it was closer than that for the majority of the ballgame. St. Romain into Finders. Finders looks for the outlet. Finds it at Sheik. Sheik's going to be stripped there by Nygaard, and Nygaard brings it back up the floor. Nygaard off to Derek Dissett. Into traffic, finds his way through, can't get it to fall, gets his own rebound, continues to battle, puts it up. But he's fouled on the play as Ivan Ascom's going to pick up his first personal. Sends Derek Dissett to the free throw line to shoot 2. That one falls for Derek Dissett. Missed the first. He's got 5 straight since from the Serve Pro free throw line. Under a minute to play here in our first half, and Derek Dissett has 10 here in the first half, 6 of which have come from behind the Serve Pro charity stripe. Into the lane, one-hander, floater from Sheik, no good. Nygaard pulls it down, and out Morgan Nygaard has it here. Off to Gunville. Gunville looks for Dissett, finds him down near the baseline, and Dissett just pulls it back here. Shot clock at 18. Game clock at 26 now as Dissett buries for 3. 10 turns into 13 quickly there for Derek Dissett. Coyotes look for the last shot here in the first half of basketball. Count them down, kids. We're at 8 seconds. Jump shot, 3-point attempt off the mark there for Sheik. Here's Derek Dissett at the buzzer. Can he get it to fall? Hit the rim. Had the opportunity at the end of the first half. Just missed. Well, we've got ourselves a ball game here tonight. 38-23, the Magi lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Let's go to our Premier Chiropractic halftime report.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love. The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
.23 at the break. Minot High on top of the Williston Coyotes as we come back into the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Here's a look at the Minot High School earlier on here tonight. 38-23 at the break. Number 3 ranked team in the state on top of the Magi. On top are the Magi over the Williston Coyotes. Nick Hulberg here tonight for the Premier Chiropractic halftime report as we come back into the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Well, a good first half of basketball for both teams. The Coyotes are in some major foul trouble early on in that first half. We'll give you the full stats recap here in just a moment on the PSP Network. Minot High cheerleaders come out. School songs will play here. We're going to take a quick break on the PSP Network. We'll get reset and come back. Those first half stats. Look at the standings inside of the WDA. North Dakota High School hoops on the PSP Network. Premier Chiropractic halftime report rolls on.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love. The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Now we're all set for our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. 38-23, the Magi are on top. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas. The most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can visit them online, premierchiropracticnd.com. Our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. It's Premier Chiropractic. They bring you the halftime numbers. Let's start with the Coyotes. They're led by Isaiah St. Romain. He's got 11. 4 for Sheik, 4 for Finders, 2 for Hoddenfield, and 2 for Bloom. Big storyline is there's some foul trouble here. Alex Bloom's got 3, 4 for Austin Bomber, 1 for Hoddenfield, 2 for St. Romain, 2 for Askham, and 1 for Sheik. For the Magi, they're led in scoring by the 15 points for Derek Descent. Next in line, 12 for Jager Gunville, 2 for Grayson Schaefer, 4 for Keaton Ranke, and 5 for Morgan Nygaard. That adds up to 38. Minot's got trouble in the foul category. Biggest foul trouble really is Logan Conklin with 2. Eric Winchesky's got 2 as well. 1 on Nygaard and 1 on Derek Descent. So Minot High playing pretty clean in that first half. Coyotes Not quite the same situation for them. Well, the team's getting ready to come back out to the floor for our second half of basketball. Nick Hulberg on the PSP Network. Glad to have you folks aboard for this showdown here tonight inside of WDA Hoops. Coyotes will start our second half with the basketball, I do believe. No, I lied to you. It's going to be Minot High that will start with the ball. If you're just joining us here tonight on the PSP Network, Minot High's got their whites on. Williston's in black. Minot leading 38-23 at the half. For the Magicians, a team that on the season, when they lead at halftime, they're almost impossible to beat. Ball turned over there by Nygaard as the stingy defense is on. Now we're going to have a jump basketball coming. Minot High 7-0 on the season when they lead at half. For the Coyotes, they're a team that has led at half 3 times in their 7 outings this year. They're 0 for 3. Trailed at half 4 times this year as well. They're 0-7 overall on the season. Brought it up to David Lundeen, the head coach of the Coyotes in the pregame here today, that they just seem like a better basketball team than an 0-7 club. Derek Dessette says no soup for you as he slams the door to hurry. Inbounding here for the Coyotes will be Malachi Sheik. 4 points in that first half. Got it into St. Romain. Step back, jump shot. He nailed it. St. Romain's got his first points of the second half. 38-25, Minot leads. Nygaard inside to Conklin. Conklin tried to go off the window. Good defense there as in front of him was Hoddenfield. We go back down to St. Romain. He pulls up. He's going to shoot just off the front of the rim. Gunville off to Winchesky. Back up down to Nygaard. Nygaard's into the paint. Turnaround jump shot. That one had too much on it. It's pulled down. Who touched it last? Lance McKeef right there. They're going to say that it went off of the Magi, so it's Coyote basketball. Thanks again to Premier Chiropractic, bringing us our halftime report here tonight. Also, a big thank you to Prestwich Orthodontics. You can find them online, MinotBraces.com. Nygaard had the defense. Up with it was Sheik, and Sheik was denied. Comes way down to Gunville, and Gunville works the floor here for the Magi. Comes down to Winchesky. Winchesky from the elbow, kicked it back up top, Nygaard. Now Winchesky, Gunville steps around Sheik, runs in, puts it up, falling backwards, and Gunville's got 2 more in the ball game. He's up to 15 points now for the Magi. 40-25, Minot leads. It's going to be an offensive as Logan Conklin drew the foul. St. Romain's going to be charged. That's going to be number 3 on St. Romain. And David Lundeen saying, what about the arc violation? Here's Eric Winchesky. Conklin back in down to Winchesky. Winchesky trying to turn around, a little Euro step move. Comes back down to Winchesky. He's got it here on the near sideline. Back up Gunville, now Nygaard. Kicked around, goes out to Derek Dessette off the mark. Conklin towered up after it. Now Nygaard again, now Winchesky. Gunville thought about it, steps it back, gives it off now to Derek Dessette. Kicked out, Nygaard open, 3 land off the mark. St. Romain goes up after it, and St. Romain pulls down the rebound. Coyotes have the possession. St. Romain up top. This is Sheik again. Kicked it back upstairs now to Finders. Finders into the paint. Worked out there by Winchesky. Finders has it again. Gives it off now to Hoddenfield. Hoddenfield up top now to Davis. Davis with the basketball. Shot clock's all the way down to 6 for the Coyotes. They've got to hurry. Comes up top now to Sheik on loans. 3 no good. Hit the rim, so the shot clock reset. Didn't matter. Winchesky pulled it down. Gunville back to Nygaard. Waits, puts it up. He scored. Morgan Nygaard with the bucket. 42-25 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Work back inside down to Sheik. Derek Dissett with the defense here. Oh, Dissett swats it away. Went on a play on Derek Dissett, but he had the block there. The Magi big man inside. Derek Dissett helping Minot High with that 2.5 blocks per game average. Adds to that number here tonight after that one was swatted out. Coyotes with possession. Turnaround jump shot. This one falls is in. It goes for Hager Davis, and Davis has his first 2 points of the game. Gunville off to Conklin. Conklin up top, Nygaard. Back over to Gunville in the corner. Winchesky. Now Eric Winchesky back up to Derek Dissett. Dissett puts it through his legs, steps it back, goes back over. Gunville, three-lad, no good. St. Romain goes way up after it, and St. Romain's got it here. This is a fun kid to watch, isn't it? St. Romain gives it back up. Down to Davis. St. Romain unloads. 3-ball, no good. Conklin reached up and grabbed that one, and now Nygaard's got it here. Nygaard spin move. Player was down for the Coyotes inside. That was Davis. And now the Coyotes are going to get 2 players checking in. McIver's going to check in along with Bloom. Out comes Sheik, also checking out as Davis. The Magi check in. Number 25, Hell. Gunville's got it here. Around the perimeter to Nygaard. Derek Dissett for 3, no good. It's a foul inside. That one's going to be charged on Minot High's Gunville. And Jager Gunville's got his first personal. First time these two teams played this year, it was Gunville that had 22 against Williston. Nygaard had 13. Derek Dissett had 32 when the Coyotes hosted Minot High to start the season. Coyotes with possession here. Bloom dropped it off. St. Romain delivered there down to McIver. They go around the horn with it. Comes back to Bloom. Goes behind the back from the corner. 3 attempt coming. Hit the backboard. Conklin's got it. Goes off to Nygaard. And now Nygaard brings it up here to Helm. Helm into the paint. Sees a lane. Puts it up. No good. Conklin right there to put it up and in. 44-27, Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The Coyotes won the opening tip tonight, but Minot High's led right out of the gate here this evening. They had back-to-back threes to lead 6-2 early on in the ball game. They haven't looked back since. Comes down to Derek Dissett. He's got it here. Big one next Tuesday night. Minot High takes on Century here on their home floor. Conklin's inside. He's fouled on the play. Conklin's up. He's in some pain. Sends Conklin to the Servpro free throw line. And Conklin will shoot 2 here from the charity stripe. Foul was charged on Hoddenfield. That's his second personal. Conklin, a 50% free throw shooter for the Magi, drains the first. He was our player of the game in the last broadcast that we had on the PSP network of Minot High basketball. They took on Bismarck High that night. And poor Logan Conklin went 0 for 7 from the charity stripe on that occasion. He was still named our MVP of the game. I jinx him here as he goes 1 for 2 from the Servpro line. Ball's into the corner now here for the Coyotes. Dropped off in deep, kicked around from Finders. Tried to go back over to St. Romain, who touched it last. They're going to say Derek Dissett. Now the Coyotes make a substitution. Conklin's going to come out as well. Grayson Schaefer comes in. Conklin's going to go out. Jersey Mike Subs brings you this matchup here tonight and the player of the week on the PSP network. Jersey Mike Subs is a sub above. Find him on North Broadway in Minot. Big thanks again to Hub International Insurance as well. Contact Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at Bismarck for all your business or personal insurance needs. They need to hurry. Shot clock was down to 3. Taken away. Here's Winchesky up to Derek Dissett. Hello, Derek Dissett goes up. And Dissett goes hard into the Minot High student section. He went up to throw one down, and the foul's going to be charged on Bomber, and Bomber's going to foul out of the ball game. He played hard here tonight. Had some big-time rebounds in the ball game here for the Coyotes. But Bomber's going to be done for the ball game as he picks up foul number 5. Sends Derek Dissett to the free throw line after he crashed in, after he tried to jam it. And Derek Dissett, after missing his first tonight from the ServPro free throw line, has hit 8 in a row from the charity stripe. Minot's up by a 20 spot, 47-27 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sheik with possession here. Sheik against Winchesky. Sheik goes through, and then he's going to be fouled. Winchesky fouled him as Sheik tried to lay it up and in. That's Winchesky's third personal. That draws the attention of Jager Gunville. He comes up to check in for the Magi when he gets the opportunity. Sheik scores from the free throw line, and Sheik has only been here at the ServPro free throw line one time tonight. He's 1 for 1. Nygaard checks out. It's Gunville that checks in. Winchesky stays in the ball game. 11:27 to play on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Second one for Sheik, no good. Here's Gunville with the basketball. Off now to Winchesky, back to Gunville. Thought about a deep three, goes back to Winchesky. Here's Winchesky, a dribble drive. There's going to be a foul inside. The foul is going to be charged on the Coyotes. Number 5, Carter McIver, his first personal. Thanks again to the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS store, open 6 days a week for your convenience. It's the UPS store. Update from St. Mary's tonight. Turtle Mountain leading St. Mary's 46-39. That second half just underway. Helms got it here for the Magi. Goes back off now to Winchesky. Winchesky spin move. Up top now to Dissett. He's going to fire for 3 off the front of the rim. Double D has been a bit cold here tonight to this showdown. Credit the stingy defense from the Coyotes. However, in this ball game, they've done a nice job containing Minot High's big man. Behind the back there from McIver. Kicks it out to the corner. St. Romain open. Swoosh. St. Romain buries that one from downtown. Minot's still on top, 47-31, but a big three-pointer from St. Romain, giving some more life here to the Coyotes. Offensive will be the charge on Derek Dissett. Second personal on the Bison commit. Brings Ranke into the ball game. In for Winchesky. Sheik will inbound, and here come the Coyotes. 10-11 to play here in our second half. Trying to toss that one down to the corner was McIver, and he threw it away. It's going to be a foul inside coming here. Hoddenfield charged with his third. Finders checks back in. Hoddenfield will check out here for the Coyotes. Minot to inbound here with Gunville over on the far sideline. Gunville throws it into Ranke. Got it to Helm. Helm looks for the outlet. It's Ranke. Now Derek Dissett. Dissett. St. Romain on top of him. Goes back up now to Schaefer. Schaefer's into the paint, and there's going to be a foul charged on the inside. And the foul will be charged here on Finders, and Finders picks up his first personal. All the Coyotes in the showdown here tonight charged with a personal except for Cager Davis. Falling out of the ball game already was Austin Bomber. played hard here in this matchup. Here's Gunville. Goes back up, Nygaard wide open, three-lead, airballed from downtown. Century comes to town on Tuesday night, a matchup we'll have here on the PSP Network. I'll have the call for you coming up on the PSP Network. Here's Derek Dissett behind the back. Goes towards the rack, puts it up off the window. He scored. First field goal of the second half for Derek Dissett. He's up to 19 in the ball game. St. Romain with Schaefer on top of him. Foul's going to be charged on Grayson Schaefer. First personal on Schaefer. Fourth team foul on Minot High. Join us Tuesday night. We'll have the pregame show around 7 o'clock, depending on when that JV matchup comes to a close. But plan on joining us around 7 p.m. on Tuesday on the PSP Network. Long three attempt for St. Romain, no good. Derek Dissett with the rebound. Here's Dissett. Up top to Winchesky. Dissett to Gunville. Wide open. Gunville for three. No. Nygaard got the rebound. Nygaard looks for the outlet. Finds it to Winchesky. Now Schaefer. Schaefer onto the left side. Puts it off the window too much. Ball bounces around there. Rebound pulled down by the Coyotes. They go the other direction now for Davis. Who touched it last? It was Davis. Minot gets the ball back. Well, Williston last year went 5-16 inside of their campaign. 5-15 inside the conference. That was good enough for 9th out of 11. Didn't qualify for the state tournament last year. They've got 4 state titles in their history. The last was in 1975. It's been a while for the Coyotes. And they won a region championship back in 2005. Minot, on the other hand, has been a perennial powerhouse in North Dakota high school basketball. Minot High, 78 state appearances, 19 state championships, most recent last year. Foul was charged on the Coyotes. Davis sends Winchesky to the charity stripe, and Winchesky, shooter from the free throw line here in his sophomore year, that shoots 64%. His first visit to the free throw line here tonight. To serve pro free throw line, good on the first, not on the second, as he misses the second attempt. Minot leading 50-31 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Worked inside now for the Coyotes, then back up top. Back with it is Askham. Delivers back up here to Finders. Gives it off now to Davis. Shot clock's down to 10. That brings the attention of the Minot High student section. They come to volume. All the way down to 4. Here's the shot. That one off the mark. Rebound for Askham. He puts it up and in, and Askham scores. Coyotes are going to call a timeout. Minot leads 50-33 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, you get a good look at Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. 15 years as the bench boss for the Magi. 373 wins in his career. Only 162 losses for Dean Winchesky. Not a bad record for one of the best all-time coaches in North Dakota. Nygaard with it. Now Winchesky. Here's Eric Wojcicki inside to Schaefer. He's underneath, trying to put it up. Had the big man for the Coyotes on top of him. Who touched it last? Goes off a Sheik. And Minot gets the ball back. Derek Dissett checks back in here for the Magicians. 7:24 to play here in the ballgame. Stick around tonight for our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show tonight. Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Home of the famous number 99. Telling you, if you haven't tried the banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads, you're missing out. Team buses are always welcome. Nygaard charged with the offensive foul as the feet were planted there for Sheik. And Nygaard picks up number 2 here in the ballgame. 21 region championships for the Magi. Can they get another one here in 22-23? Got a huge test coming up on Tuesday against the Century Patriots. We talked about that. We'll have that call for you here on the PSP Network. Mandad legit as well. They're ranked number 2 in the state right now. The only team to put Minot High into the losing column this year. That was a buzzer beater shot from Jablonski. Quite a highlight there. Here's Dissett in the corner. Derek Dissett's got it. Now Gunville. Gunville back up top, through to Wojcicki. Wojcicki slows up shop here. Shot clock's all the way down to 7 seconds now for Dissett at the free throw line. Jump shot no good. The Salicone comes all the way down. Dissett takes it away as it went off the fingertips there of Sheik. Now Derek Dissett goes coast to coast off to Nygaard. He puts it up, no good. Rebound for St. Romain. And then Gunville reached in on him. And Jager Gunville's going to pick up foul number 2.
Foul number 24, Jager Gunville, his second personal. 6th team foul.
Jager Gunville, a kid last year that had 51 three-pointers in his junior campaign. One of the key parts of this Magi success here. 22-23. And last year as well on their way to that state championship. Minot High, a team that averages 87 points per night coming in tonight. They haven't shot very well here in this ballgame. There's going to be a foul inside on Logan Conklin. And Conklin's going to pick up number 3. And that sends St. Romain to the charity stripe. ServPro brings you the free throw line here tonight. ServPro 24/7 emergency services for disaster response and restoration. 5 chances for St. Romain from the ServPro free throw line and 5 makes here tonight for the All-West Region player. Second one's good. Timeout for the Williston Coyotes. We're going to take a break as well. Minot's on top, 50-37 on the VNC National Bank scoreboard. It's high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Well, a good crowd on hand tonight at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. A little rowdier on the south end of the gym here tonight than on the north. That's because the Minot High student sections here in camouflage, they've been loud here tonight. Nygaard for 3, no good. Conklin towers up. And Conklin blocked by St. Romain. St. Romain got up behind him. Shut the door on the big man. Conklin at 6'5". Take it away now. Nygaard's got it here. Make that Gunville rather. Now Nygaard. Off to the corner, Derek Descent for three. Swish. 53-37, the Magi lead. Behind the back with a nice little move there from Davis. Comes back up top in the corner. Sheik, side of the rim. Wincheski's got it. And Wincheski runs the floor with it. Goes off now to Descent. Heat check coming. Derek Descent. 2 in a row. Descent bangs home another three-pointer. Third three-pointer of the ball game for Derek Descent. He had 15 at the half. He's got 10 here in the second half. 25 for him here tonight. Eric Wincheski in foul trouble. He's got number 4 here. That sends Davis to the free throw line for the first time tonight. To Davis. Misses on that attempt from the Serve Pro charity stripe. Under 5 to play here in the ball game. Gunville's got it. Gunville turnaround jump shot. He scored. Askham with the basketball. Over in the corner. Sheik for 3. No good. Derek Descent's got it. And then Derek Descent's going to be fouled on the play as Sheik got in the way of that steam engine. That's number 2 on Malachi Sheik. 18 fouls here on the Williston Coyotes. Sends Derek Descent to the free throw line. Rolled in, then out for Descent. It's going to be a foul charged on the Magi. Will it be on Wincheski or no? It's actually on Gunville. 3 personal fouls here on Gunville. Bonus for both sides now as the Coyotes go down to the other end of the floor to shoot. And St. Romain gets to shoot the bonus. Serve Pro free throw line here for St. Romain. Nails it. He's been flawless from the Serve Pro charity stripe here tonight. It's number 7 for him. Make it number 8 for him. 4 in the first half, 4 in the second half. Bonnet High leads 58-39 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Gunville's got it. Now Wincheski. Back to Gunville. Delivers back over. Look out in the front row over on the far side. Went off a Sheik. And Minot will get the ball back in their offensive end. Big thanks again to Planet Pizza. Proudly serving the Magic City for almost 25 years. Planet Pizza. Out of this world. Conklin went up. St. Romain fouled him. Now they actually call it on Bloom. That's his 4th personal. St. Romain looking over to the bench saying, come on, I didn't think that one was on me. And Logan Conklin goes to the free throw line, and that's his 2nd from the Serve Pro charity stripe. Second one in for Conklin. All of Conklin's points coming here in the second half. He's got 4 in the ballgame. 3:38 to play. Minot leads 60-39 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Deep 3. And that one was nothing but net as it was drained for Finders. He's got 7 points now. Helm inbounds here now to Wincheski. Stick around for the Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show tonight. We'll break the showdown down for you folks here this evening. Derek Descent downloads for 3. 4th three-pointer of the night for Derek Descent. Then there's going to be an offensive called here. St. Romain with 4 now. Helms got it. Up top now to Gunville. Now Winchesky. Under 3 to play in the ballgame. Derek Descent wants another 3. That one's off the mark. Gunville frees it to Helm. Into the paint to go. St. Romain stripped there by Derek Descent. Descent's got it. Goes up top now to Gunville to the corner. Helm had to hang on to it here. Helm into the paint. He's tripped up on the play. Go the other direction now for the Coyotes. Here is She Candles. Gives it off here with the basketball is McIver. Up top, this is Blue. Spin move. St. Romain off the window. He goes up and scores. And he has been impressive here tonight. Coyotes call the timeout. We'll take one as well here on the PSP Network. Minot leads 63-44 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Fire damage? Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt. He does that.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, we've got an update from Jamestown tonight. Minot High boys hockey on the road taking on the Jamestown Blue Jays tonight. Minot High on top 2-1. In that WDA showdown, the Magi leading the West Region of boys high school hockey. Huge points on the line of the 3 points tonight in Jamestown at the Wilson Arena. We'll see if we can get an update on what period that contest is in, but they are up 2-1 the last we heard. Sent into play here for the Magi. Helms got it 2-on-1 with Conklin. Conklin underneath, reverse, puts it up and in. 8 now for Conklin. St. Romain make that chic. Down low, all by himself. Malachi Sheik. 7 points for him. Jager Gunville. Thunder 2 to play here for the Magi on their home floor on a Friday night. Looking to go 2-0 against the Coyotes this year. Well on their way. And on their way to a record of 9-1 overall, 8-1 inside the region. Williston will fall tonight to 0-8 on the year. They've got some pieces, though. I tell you, look at that play behind the back. Oh, just couldn't finish it. No look there from McIver. Sent it inside. And now Winchesky goes to Helm, to Conklin. Inside now for Derek Descent. Oh, crashing big. Derek Descent goes up and scores. He's on hook the plow here in the second half. 3 3-pointers, 2 more field goals. 2 for 3 from the free throw line as well for Derek Descent. 30 here tonight for Derek Descent. And Derek Descent charged with his 3rd personal. Sends St. Romain to the charity stripe. St. Romain misses there. 8 of 9 now in the ball game. Here for Isaiah St. Romain. Gets that one to fall. St. Romain's night's going to come to a close, and he gets an applause from the Williston Coyote section here, but leading by 20 at 67-47. St. Romain with an excellent ball game, 11 in the first half. $14 in the second half.
Checking in for additions, number 33.
Larson checks in. When Chesky's out, we're down to the final 45 seconds. Coyotes with possession. Inside, look off the window and in as Austin Hottenfield picks up his 4th point to the ball game. Shot clock and game clock almost identical, just a fraction of a second off here, so the shot clock remains on. Ranke's got it, works it around. Kaiser, corner now for Nelson. Now Kaiser into the lane. Kaiser, jump shot. Gets that one to fall, and Kaiser scores. In the books tonight for the Magi on the score sheet. Final score tonight, 69-49. The Magi take the victory over the Williston Coyotes on their home floor. Stick around for our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show here tonight. That comes up next. The Magi improved to 9-1 on the season. We'll break it all down when we come back here to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
Looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession? Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
It's time for the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Now for a look at game stats and analysis. Let's go to the postgame show.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Some of the best players of the state of North Dakota on display tonight. We had ourselves a ball game here at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Minot High prevails, the number 3 ranked team of the state. Comes up with a victory 69-49 over the Williston Coyotes. Welcome into our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show tonight. Shots Crossroads home to the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Stop in any time of the day for breakfast, dinner, or lunch. I highly recommend the breakfast at Shots Crossroads. It is good stuff. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame. Team buses are always welcome, by the way. And don't forget about Planning Team Financial Advisors. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. At the half tonight, Minot High led 38-23. They unhooked the plow in the second just a bit. 69-49 the final score. Let's go through those game totals here tonight. Game totals brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics. Prestwich Orthodontics at MinotBraces.com. Virtual consultations and financing options. Make it easy to take your smile to the next level. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Leading the way in the scoring tonight for the Williston Coyotes, Isaiah St. Romain had 25 tonight. Boy, was he fun to watch. The junior All-WDA player is the real deal. He scores 25. Next in line with 7 was Finders, then 7 for Malachi Sheik. Sheik was busy tonight in this ball game as well. 2 for Askham, 2 for Davis, 4 for Hoddenfield, and 2 for Alex Bloom. Austin Bomber fouled out of the ball game the early portion of the second half. For the Magi, they were led in scoring tonight by guess who? Derek Descent ended up with 28 tonight for the Magi. 7 for Nygaard, 4 for Winchesky, 8 for Logan Conklin, 4 for Ranke, 2 for Grayson Schaefer, and 16 for Jager Gunville. Minot High wins 69-49 to improve to a record of 9-1 on the year, 8-1 inside of the WDA. What does that mean for the standings inside of the West region? Well, let's take a look at them. Standings inside of the WDA look like this after the victory here tonight for the Minot High Magicians. Give us 1 second here. We'll pull it up for you. Here's those standings inside of the WDA. Century is at the top of the list. Mandan at number 2. Minot move up the ladder here tonight, depending on what Mandan did here tonight. Watford City at Mandan. I would guess that Mandan didn't have any trouble with the Watford City Wolves tonight. Century had the night off. Patriots are here in the Minot High gym. Coming up on Tuesday night, we'll have the call for you here on the PSP Network. That's the number 1 versus number 3 matchup in the state. I don't see either of those teams moving in the media poll before that matchup. You're going to want to come to the Magic City Campus gym for that one, I promise you. Should be a fun one. Coming up Tuesday night. Next matchup on the PSP Network. We're in action tomorrow at the Auditorium in Minot. We go old school tomorrow at the Odd as the Mad Jets are on their home floor. Number 4 ranked team in girls high school basketball. They take on the Firebirds from Devil's Lake tomorrow. That matchup comes up at 5 p.m. We'll have our Shields pregame show at 4:40 tomorrow afternoon at the Auditorium. Right here in the Magic City. I'll be on the call for that one. Hope you join us then. Take a break on our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. When we come back, we'll talk to our player of the game. We'll do that when we return to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium after a Magi victory, 69-49 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession? Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit off. 7, pressure, points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Welcome back into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team can help you every step of the way. Visit them online, planningteam.com. Shots Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. So are you and your family at Shots Crossroads. Try that banana cream pie. They don't promote it as being the best, but I'm happy to tell you that it is. Banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads, nothing like it. Fresh baked pies each and every day at Shots Crossroads. Delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Shots Crossroads brings you the post-game show tonight with Planning Team Financial Advisors. The Magi led at the half, 38-23, 15 points there. They end up with a 20-point victory tonight at 69-49. Update from that Minot High hockey matchup tonight as the Magi are in Jamestown taking on the Jamestown Blue Jays tonight. And the last we heard, Minot High was up in the contest. And they win it 2-1. Minot High gets the victory at Jamestown tonight. Huge 3 points for the Magi in the WDA hockey standings. That moves them higher up the ladder inside of the West region. They've got some games in hand as well and the best record in the West. Update from St. Mary's tonight, Turtle Mountain. The Braves are on top of St. Mary's by a score of 80-69 with 30 seconds remaining in that ball game. It's on the PSP Network tonight with Cole Higland and Scott Woodmansey. Let's hop into some orders of business that need to be taken care of here tonight. Let's start with our move of the game. This move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Visit them online, jobbers-warehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage bringing you the move of the game here tonight. Plenty to talk about here and plenty of options for our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers tonight. But I go back to the start of this ball game and back-to-back three-pointers, one from Gunville, one from Nygaard, then another from Gunville. Minot High came out of the gates firing on all cylinders from three-land, and they never looked back. That would be my move of the game here tonight, the back-to-back threes from Janger Gunville and Morgan Nygaard. Congratulations to those two players on having our move of the game here tonight. It's the three-pointers from Nygaard and Gunville. They are brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Again, whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. We'll have our MVP of the contest showing up in just a moment. They're down in the locker room talking to Dean Winchesky right now. And my guess is that, judging by how long this conversation is lasting, Dean Winchesky probably not satisfied with how Minot High shot the basketball and executed here tonight. We'll find that out when we come back, because we'll talk to our player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. But we'll take another break here on the Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Final tonight, 69-49. Minot wins. Stick around. We'll talk to our player of the game next.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore. Huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
I wasn't really thinking about the shots, honestly. It's just the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great kicks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagles staff, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
Love that line. Good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Welcome back into our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show here on the PSP Network. We'll bring in our MVP of the contest now. It's Derek Dissett for Minot High. First things first, I got to ask you, that conversation with Dean Winchesky seemed to take a little bit longer than normal. Frustration after that game? Are you guys satisfied with tonight's performance?
Oh, no. We definitely have a lot to improve. We need to work on the little things, especially we got a big team on Tuesday. We're going to need to work on the little things if we want to get to the top.
You're a mature kid, and I can't even call you a kid. You're a man. I mean, one of the tops in the state of North Dakota. Was that a concern of yours as a leader of this team, overlooking Williston coming into tonight, knowing what their record was and knowing what you guys had coming up on Tuesday?
I'm not going to lie. I didn't know Williston hasn't won a game. But that team is not like a... They're a good team. Don't get me wrong. They definitely should be a winning team. But I didn't really overlook. I just think we just didn't play great tonight. And I think, it's on me as a captain. I got to get the team up a little bit. But I just don't think we played as Magi basketball.
Isaiah St. Romain had the duties of guarding you tonight and vice versa. He ended up with 25 according to my count tonight. Touch on what a special player he is. That was a fun matchup to watch from up here, man.
He's going to be a special player. He got one more year to go, and he's going to be special. Me and him talk a little bit. He works on his game, especially even at football too. He's just an all-around athlete, and I got to give him credit for that.
Century comes in on Tuesday evening. We'll have that game on the PSP Network. They're ranked #1 in the state. It's the one everyone's been talking about and looking forward to. What does it take to beat Century coming up Tuesday night?
Little things. We got to do the little things if we want to beat Century. That's all I got to say. If we don't come locked in mentally, at the beginning of this game today, we came in hitting 2 back-to-back threes, and then we just get satisfied. We need to come out and stay locked in, especially against Century. We got to stay locked in the whole time.
Sure, appreciate your time. Always fun watching you play, my friend. 28 for you tonight. Great night.
Thank you.
That's Derek Dissett, one of the captains of the Magi. And you can hear it from one of the best players, if not the best, in the state of North Dakota. I don't think they were satisfied tonight with the way that they played basketball, even though they got a 69-49 win. And I also find it interesting that Derek Doucette says, hey, he didn't even realize that Williston didn't have a win on the season. Their numbers and the staff and the talent that they have, they really are a good basketball team. Obviously not at the top of the list inside of the West region, but to me, they're a better looking club than an 0-8 basketball team. They're going to cause some trouble for some teams down the stretch, no doubt about that, especially when we come to tournament time. Don't count them out by any means. I don't think they're a favorite to win a state championship or a WDA crown, but they might be an upsetter and a spoiler in some regards of the word. Derek Doucette, our MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP haircut experience. Sport Clips in Minot and Bismarck, where you can sign in online with a hairstylist today. Sport Clips, it's where I get my haircut. Big thanks to them for bringing you the MVP here tonight. They'll treat you like the MVP with the MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. Well, Minot High gets a victory tonight. More action tomorrow on the PSP Network. The girls are in action. Number 4 ranked team in North Dakota, the Majets, take on Devils Lake in an East First West shootout tomorrow. Join us for that one here on the PSP Network. I'll have the calls starting at 4:40 with the Shields pregame show live from the auditorium here in the Magic City. Big thanks tonight to Brandon Beater for helping us run camera here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium and be our tech operator here tonight. Big thanks to the Coyote head coach, Mr. David Lundeen, for joining us in the pregame, and Dean Wojcicki. Big thanks to my son, Ike Hulberg, for some color commentary help here tonight. If you missed that, he's only 2 years old. He didn't have a whole lot to say, but got to enjoy the ball game with the big cat here next to me tonight. That was fantastic. And a big thanks, as always, to Derek Doucette for stopping by for his thoughts on this ball game tonight as the Magi down the Coyotes 69-49. Minot improves to a record of 9-1. Coyotes fall to 0-8 on the year. That will do it on a Friday night from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. I'm off to Shots Crossroads for some banana cream pie. Till tomorrow at 4:40 in the afternoon. Be safe. Make smart decisions. Good night, and God bless.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.